Thank you for coming to this session. So it's a very quick session, very quick run through of a specific feature in Power BI called Composite Model. Can't hear it properly. Can you move a little bit louder, I think? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Better? Looks better? OK, perfect. Thank you. Right, so a very quick run through of a specific feature in Power BI called Composite Model and Aggregations. We'll go through that very quickly. There are a lot of details that I will skip because in 20 minutes we cannot talk about all of those. But I have some links to some articles I have written, which you can follow along later on. And these slides are already uploaded. You can download it from the Summit application and website. A little bit about me. I'm Reza Rad. I'm a Microsoft Regional Director and MVP based in New Zealand, the other side of the world, Auckland, New Zealand. I'm also author of some Power BI books. One of them is actually available in the bookstore already over there. These are my contact information in case you have any questions. I'm a consultant and trainer on Power BI. If you have used Power BI, one of the really interesting features of Power BI is that Power BI is quite fast, super fast. When you load data into Power BI, then you want to work with it. It's awesome, it's fast. You just drag and drop, everything works perfectly fine. Now, the problem is that sometimes you don't have just like 10,000 rows, 1 million rows. You have a really big data set. And when it comes to a big data set, then it's not fast, right? When it's a big data set, then you get the problem that, OK, I cannot load that much data into Power BI. So what is the solution for that, right? Then you hear about DirectQuery. OK, DirectQuery is a way that you can connect to a data source without importing that into Power BI. And even if it is petabyte of data, it would work, right? So problem solved. But then after working with DirectQuery, you realize that, OK, DirectQuery, is a possible option, but it is not fast. It's very slow, very slow. So how you can get DirectQuery to work? Now, that is the time that you might hear about, OK, there is something called composite model. There is something called aggregations, and how these two can work to help in that situation. And that is what I'm going to show you, right? So we are going to talk about composite model and aggregations, right? Just a little bit about import data and DirectQuery in Power BI world. I'll explain that a little bit. When you import data into Power BI, your response time is very fast because everything loads into the memory. It's super fast, everything just like click, drag, drop, right? But your data is not fresh because you have to refresh that data, right? And it doesn't work for like big data set. Right? If you have like petabytes of data, you cannot use import data, right? So you go to DirectQuery because you have a really large data set and because you want the data to be fresh, right? Now, imagine a report like this. In a report like this, you have like 4 visuals, 10 visuals, 5 visuals, 6 visuals, all different visuals. And when you use it in a DirectQuery scenario, it's not just one query sent to the data source. Right? In this example, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 visuals, right? Every time I refresh something here, every time I click on a slicer, it's sending 6 queries to the data source. The result of those 6 queries comes back, right? That is why it's so slow, right? It's not just even 1 query, it's 6 queries. And sometimes you have pages that even have like 15 visuals, right? So now imagine that scenario if we use it with composite model. Composite model will give you a combination of these. So with composite model, you will have the features of DirectQuery, which means with composite model you get a large data set, working with super large data set, but you also get a good performance, right? That is what composite model offer, right? Now, how this is going to work, right? Imagine you have a data model, a lot of tables. Product table in a sales scenario, product table, customer table, sales table itself, right? When you want to build a solution right now, let's say import or DirectQuery, you either importing all of these tables, or you set them all as DirectQuery, right? Now, the problem is that these tables are not all at the same size, right? A table like sales table is a big table, right? This is like probably 200 million rows. You don't want to import that into Power BI. You want to keep that as DirectQuery. But your, let's say, product table, it's a small table. You have, let's say, 1,000 products, 2,000 products, 10,000, 100,000, a million, right? Still, it's considered small, right? So you want a table like product table to be imported, a table like sales table, which is big, to be direct query, right? And that is what composite model will give you. With composite model, you have some of your tables imported, some of tables direct query, right? Like this example that you are seeing, right? It's a combination of direct query and import, right? Now, I'm going to show you first how this is going to work. You might have seen this kind of video before, but the main thing is that then after that, I'll show you how this is implemented, right? So here I have a data set that is like 1 trillion rows of data. You might have seen this demo. Christian Wade showed it in a couple of sessions before. And you see we are working with 1 trillion rows of data, and it's just as fast as this, right? You drag and drop, right? Now, I'm not running it just right now. This is a recorded version, because if I want to run it, I have to spin up a VM, and that VM takes like 25 minutes to come up. A lot of scenarios like that. But you see how fast this scenario is, right? We are working with trillions of rows. It's just a matter of just click, expand, go to that scenario. I'll just drag it over here. It all works super fast. How this is working? This is a composite model. This is working with something called aggregations. And that aggregation is what I'm going to show you how you can get it working, right? You can get it working even in your existing model. So let's go to that example. So this is working fast because of the aggregation. Now, imagine we have a data model like this, right? In this sample data model, we have a transactional table in the middle, sales transactional table. Imagine this is a huge table, let's say 300 million rows in this table, right? And all of the other tables might not be that much big, right? This is our big table. Now, back to the same scenario that we had that report, right? With 6 visuals, 7 visuals. These are all sending direct query to the source, right? When you are building a report on a data model like this, are you looking at every single transaction each time you are looking at a visual? No, right? You are looking at aggregated data. Example, this is one of my visuals, right? This visual is showing sales by year, right? 5 different columns, 5 different years, and the sales amount of each year, right? This is aggregated data. This is not every single transaction in a table with 300 million rows, right? So if I'm looking at the aggregated data, why should I go and look at that transaction table, right? I can build an aggregated table like this, 5 rows, right? Because we have like 5 values here, 5 rows, and any other like measures or columns that I have. This is a table with 5 rows. A table with 5 rows is nothing. You can just import it in Power BI, right? This is an aggregated table, right? Now, the whole concept for aggregation in Power BI is that you build the aggregated table, you put it in Power BI engine, then when a request like this comes, it sees that there is an aggregated table. It will not go to the actual transactional database table. It will just give you the result based on that aggregated table. If the aggregated table is not there, it will come to the transactional database, right? So your approach in using the aggregations in Power BI to make your model super fast is to build these aggregated tables, right? How you build these aggregated tables? Let me show you. First step is to create that aggregation, right? This aggregation can be done anywhere. For example, if your data source is a SQL Server database, you can do like a view, group by, whatever, over there to build your aggregated table. If it is not there, if you use Power Query for your data transformation, you can use group by in Power Query, right? Group by, but by all combinations that you want. Or not even there, you can do that in DAX. You might have used DAX calculated tables, right? So you can create a calculated table in DAX with group by, with summarized, all of those things, and build your aggregated table, right? When you build your aggregated table, then you have a table like this. I'll show you also in the meantime so you can see this. So here you see I have a fact table. Imagine this is my big table, and you see here that it is an aggregated table. I'll also zoom in so you can see it bigger. So my fact table is direct query table. When I hover on it, you'll see this is a direct query table. But I also have another table sales ag. When I hover on this is an import data table. It is an aggregated table, so it's much smaller compared to my sales table. How I built this aggregation, in this example, I built it with Power Query, but you can do it in all other methods that I mentioned to you, right? So here, for building this, I used a group by option in Power Query. If you are familiar with Power Query, this is how it works. You choose all the combination of fields that you want to be grouped, and you choose all, let's say, aggregation functions that you want to do, right? So I built my aggregated table, first step. Now, what is the next step? The next step after doing that is to, so going back to that model. So this is the same model that we had. We now have a new table, aggregated table, right? Now, the next step is to set the storage mode of these tables. We have 3 storage modes. Storage mode 1 is import data. Everyone knows that, right? When you say import data, it imports that data into Power BI. The storage mode number 2 is DirectQuery, right? It won't copy data into memory. It will keep the copy of data. It will keep this data wherever it is in the data source, right? The storage mode number 3 is the important one. Dual storage mode, and that is exactly because of this aggregation tables. Let's see how it is working. Consider that aggregated table that we built. It's called sales ag. This is the aggregated table that I built, right? This is an imported table, right? Because it's small, I imported that table. Now, I also want a table like my date table, like my customer table, those small dimension tables, also to act like an import table when I query across these 2, right? On the other hand side, if I have my actual transaction table, which is a direct query, I want my dimension to act like a direct query option for those, right? Now, imagine we have same dimension, date dimension. Date dimension in this scenario should work in an import data scenario, right? Because it should not send query to the data source, right? It should just all work in the memory. In a scenario like this should work like a direct query. It should send the query to the data source, right? I have one table, my dimension table. Sometimes it should act like import. Sometimes it should act like direct query. And that is what it means by dual. Dual mode of the storage is that these tables that are connected to import and direct query at the same time, depends on which table you use in your slicing and dicing, they might do either import or direct query, right? So all of those tables that you use in your model, like in this scenario, this is my direct query table. All of tables that are only connected to that, they are direct query, right? That is my import data table. All of those that are connected only to that are import, but those tables that are connected to this as well, you see customer here, it's dual, or date here is dual, or subcategory, right? And any other combination of those. This is related to another table, so this would be dual as well. So dual is a storage mode that means, depends on your visualization, it might send query to the data source, direct query, or it might keep everything in the memory import, right? Where you set this configuration, here is where you set the configuration in the Power BI, in the solution that you have. When you select a table, I'll show you over here because it's just easier to see it here. When you select the table, under advanced sections of that table, you see what is the storage mode. Like customer is a dual storage mode, sales ag is import, fact internet sales is direct query. We have all of these 3 options over here, right? So second step is to set this storage mode. Third step, after doing that storage mode, is to set the aggregation, right? Now, your Power BI solution should work like there is no aggregated table, right? Because the user doesn't know that there is aggregated table and they should go to get data from aggregated table rather than the actual direct query, right? They go and use the direct query table that they have, but behind the scene, you are giving them the response of aggregated table. How does that work? In Power BI, when you set an aggregated table, like this table that we have, on that table, you'll go to Manage Aggregations, And you'll set that up. You say that, for example, for this field, we do group by. For a field like this, we get sum of sales. You set all of these aggregations, right? So if there is a query coming, this is the aggregation that will be done on that, right? You'll set all of these configuration exactly similar of how you did the grouping, right? And after that, you hide this table, right? So as you see, this is a hidden table. This table, I'll see it here, but I don't see it here. You see there is no sales ag table, right? There is an aggregated table behind the scene. User won't see that. Now, how does it work? Let me show you an example. So this is a Power BI solution. You see fact internet sales here, which is a DirectQuery solution. As you see when I hover on it, it's DirectQuery, right? Now, I'm running a tool behind the scenes, so let me open it. This tool allows me to catch queries sent to the data source. It's called SQL Profiler. If you have worked with SQL, you might be familiar with that, right? So I run this tool. Now, this is monitoring every single query sent to the data source, right? I bring my Power BI report up, right? If I bring a field from fact internet sales, because it's a direct query source, right, it should send a query to the data source, right? So let me bring like sales amount. I'll bring it here. It comes up with a result. Now, when I go here, no query sent to the data source. Why? Because that aggregated table is behind the scene. Because I have created an aggregated table, and Power BI knows that there is aggregation for this. It will give me the response based on that aggregation. Now, if I slice and dice, still that aggregation might be working, right? For example, I slice and dice this by gender. Still no query to the data source, right? Because remember, my aggregated table here, my aggregated table is an aggregated table by date, by customer, and subcategory, right? So far, everything that I got is among this combination, right? So everything so far is in memory. Now I bring something which is not in this aggregation, like promotion. I have a table called promotion, and promotion table is not part of my aggregated table. As soon as I bring that there, I come here, I see the query sent to the data source, right? Now, this responded fast because my data source is not slow, right? It's just a sample like 100,000 rows, right? This is just for this sample. But imagine if this was a really big data set. This was taking a long time because it was a direct query, right? Now, how do you get this to work for other combination? Because, for example, this is now good for this combination. This is good for if I have something by date, by customer, and by product subcategory. But what if I want to get that also working for dim promotion? I don't want that to run a direct query again, right? So what I will do is I will create another aggregated table, right? This is a second aggregated table. So this is our actual fact table. That is the aggregated table you've seen so far. This is the second aggregated table by another combination of these fields, right? You can have more than one aggregated table. That example of 1 trillion rows had 7 aggregated tables, right? It's like layers. You put the smaller table first, like a table which is probably like 1 million rows. That's your first layer of aggregation. The second table, a table with 5 million rows. Second layer, 20 million rows, right? It goes all the way to other levels. How you set this up that it works with other levels, there is something in Power BI called Precedence. I'm going to close this because that example is not here. So something called Precedence. And when you set Precedence, you say, OK, this table, which is only sales by date, is my first aggregation, right? Precedence of that 0. Second table is a table that is by date and customer. Precedence of that is 1, then 2, 3, 4, all the way to the end, right? So as a result, it would work like this. Let's say I have a visual that is sales by customer that can get its output from the first aggregated table, right? Or I have another visual in this scenario that has something like promotion. It's not in there, but it is in there, right? In another aggregated table. It will still work in memory. Everything works in memory. So that would still be fast. It won't be that fast, but it would be fast, right? And if I have a visual that has something not in any of those aggregated tables, it will come with the actual DirectQuery table. And that is quite a rare scenario because you manage to create a lot of layers of aggregations, right? More layers of aggregation, better outcome you will have, right? This is how you build the entire scenario. Now, I have explained all of these in articles. These are all free articles available in our website, Radacat website. That QR code, if you use that, that goes to Power BI books that I wrote for free. You can use that, and all of these articles are over there. These are my contact information. If, in case you have any questions, I have some stickers here and my business card. So if you have any questions, please come forward. Thank you for attending.